Hello, I'm Teacher Robin. Welcome to our last live streaming class of 2018. If this is your first time to watch, then welcome. Let me explain how the classes work. Today is our New Year special, so we're going to talk about things related to New Year's and resolutions. If you have a question during the class, you can write your question in the comments section, and I will look at your questions throughout the class. I also have some questions at the end of my lesson for you to practice what we've learned today, and you can write your answers in the comments as well. So before we get started with today's topic, let's review what we learned in last week's class. In case you missed it, I had a special guest, Alex, here with me, and we learned how to make small talk in English. So we defined what is small talk, what does it mean, some common situations when you would need to make small talk, some possible topics of conversation, and some taboo topics, some topics that you should not talk about if you want to make small talk with someone. So if you missed the class and you want to watch it again, then go to the videos section of our Facebook page. So here you can find all of our previous classes. You can watch them again as many times as you need to, or you can share them on your own Facebook page, or you can tag a friend or someone who you think might want to watch the class as well. So as I said, today is our last class of the year, and as we prepare for the new year, I want to talk about New Year's resolutions. So first, we need to define what this actually is. What is a New Year's resolution? A New Year's resolution is a promise that you make to yourself to start doing something good or to stop a bad habit on the first day of the year. So you hope to do it throughout the year, so all 365 days of the year. Okay, so what are some common resolutions that people might make? Okay, they might be related to your health, things like losing weight or eating more healthy food, things like that. Money, maybe you want to find a job with a better salary. Maybe you want to start saving money because you want to travel or you want to buy a house or something like that. Again, travel, so maybe there's a particular destination that you want to visit, so you might plan to go there within the next year. You might decide to take up a new hobby, so maybe you start playing a different sport, or you start going to the gym, or there's all kinds of different hobbies that you could try out. So this is a popular New Year's resolution, so find something that you enjoy to do. Volunteering as well, helping people in need or animals or any kind of volunteer work. This is something people might resolve to do in the new year. And then on the other hand, we have quitting bad habits. So if there's something that you do that you want to stop doing, like drinking, smoking, biting your nails, there's all kinds of different things that bad habits that we do that we want to stop doing. So this is another kind of New Year's resolution. Instead of taking something on, you might want to actually stop doing something, and this is perfectly valid as well. Okay, so let's look at some vocabulary related to making New Year's resolutions. Okay, so in English, the verb to stick to something means that you continue doing it. So if you say, I made a resolution and I stuck to it, so that's in the past, or I plan to stick to my resolution, it means you plan to follow through, you plan to accomplish what you had, the goal you had set for yourself. Okay, to kick off, we use this at the beginning of something, especially in the new year. We say to kick off, which means to start something, to begin something new. To stay on track, okay, this is similar to the first one, to stick to. It means that you continue on the right path. So if you set a resolution for yourself and you stay on track, it means that you are accomplishing what you wanted to do. Willpower, okay, this is something that we need in order to reach our goals. It means determination, the will, so the drive that you need to achieve your goals. So you need to have willpower in order to reach all of these goals that you set for yourself. And one last difference, yearly and annual. This means every year. So if you say I make a yearly resolution or I make an annual resolution, it means once a year. Okay, Some common expressions that we use when we talk about our resolutions, you can say, I plan to, so this is your idea. You don't know if it's going to go well or not, but this is your plan. I plan to stop smoking. My goal is to start a new hobby, for example. I resolve, so when we talk about resolutions, I resolve to learn English. Or my intention, so you're going to try, my intention is to take an English exam, for example. Okay, so as resolutions are related to the new year, we normally use the future tense to talk about them. So let's do a quick review of the future tenses with some practical examples related to New Year's resolutions. Okay, so with the future simple, how do we form the future simple? Will plus the infinitive. So let's look at a resolution. I will start volunteering at a charity. Okay, so this is one way that you can express your intention for the new year. I will start volunteering. Okay, another way to talk about your resolutions in the future is going to. So this is similar to the future with will, but we use going to plus the infinitive. So for example, I'm going to quit smoking next year. All right, the future perfect is talking about a specific time in the future. So here, or something that you will have accomplished in the future. So we form the future perfect with will have plus the infinitive. For example, by next December, I will have lost 10 pounds. So here you specify the time or like a time limit, let's say. So in this case, it's by next December. So by the end of next year, I will have lost 10 pounds. So that means something that you will accomplish throughout the year, and in December it will be finished. Okay, and now the future continuous. So this is an ongoing action in the future, and we form it using will be plus the gerund, the verb plus ing. For example, this time next month, I'll be studying English. So here you can also use the contracted version of will, I'll. And we use this also with a specific period in time. This time next month, so in a month's time, this time next month, I will be studying English. Okay, now I want to conclude by talking about some tips for setting goals for yourself, and then some common New Year's traditions that we celebrate in many English-speaking countries. Okay, so let's look at some different apps that you can use to get organized and reach your goals in the new year. If your goal is to learn English, obviously I want to recommend the ABBA English app. So with the ABBA app, you can take it with you wherever you go. You can study at any time because you can use it on your phone, you can use it on your home computer, so it's very flexible. And you're assigned a teacher if you're a premium student, so you can write to your teacher anytime you have a question, and your teacher will be there to help you set your study path and support you in whatever you need. So this is an excellent recommendation for you to fulfill your New Year's resolution if it is to learn English. Some other organizational apps or apps to help you focus. One I really like is Noisily. Here you can stay focused by listening to nature sounds. So you can choose different sounds like the sound of fire or rain or trees or wind, which are really calming sounds. So if you have to really concentrate on finishing something, you have to write a paper, you have to study, you have a deadline that you need to reach, then you can use an app like Noisily to help you with this kind of calming noise. Todoist is another app that you can use to stay organized, so it's sort of like an agenda on your phone. Mint is an app that you can use to manage your money. So if one of your goals this next year is to save money or to have a better budget, to manage your money a little bit better, then this is a good app that you can use. You can see more tips for apps to help you achieve these goals on our blog, so check out our ABBA journal. There you can find lots of good information, but specifically tips to help you be more organized in the new year. Okay, and finally, let's talk about some fun New Year's traditions that we have. In most countries, obviously, you have the countdown to midnight, so you count from 10 down to 0 as the clock approaches midnight. One tradition that we have in the United States, especially in the southern states, is to eat black-eyed peas on New Year's Day. This is a very common dish. In some countries, people eat grapes as midnight approaches. So as the clock is ticking, you have to eat 1 grape per second. So this is a fun tradition. Fireworks are popular in many countries. Drinking champagne, toasting. So when you toast is when you touch your glass to someone else's and maybe you wish them a happy new year. And of course, kissing someone at midnight is a very popular New Year's tradition. Okay, so now I want to ask you some questions related to New Year's, and you can write your answers in the comments. So my first question is, what is your New Year's resolution for 2019, sorry, we're in 2018. So for 2019, what is your New Year's resolution? Another question, what is a New Year's tradition in your country? So is there something else that you do to celebrate the new year that I haven't mentioned? Please share that with us in the comments. And I want to know, related to this live streaming, what topics would you like to learn in 2019? So we've talked about a lot of different items, different topics throughout the year, and I'd like to know what's next. What would you like to learn in 2019? So write your answers in the comments, and I will be checking them. Okay, I want to remind you, I mentioned our ABBA course earlier, so please check that out on our website. If you're not already a student with us, you can find more information there at abbaenglish.com. In addition to our website, we have our blog, our ABBA journal. So as I said, we have lots of articles about all kinds of different topics, grammar, culture, travel, business. So you can find some really good information there. And we are on all of the social media networks. So we are on Facebook, we're on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So check those out, especially Instagram, because every day we are posting new and interesting content on that page. So if you have an Instagram account, or even if you don't, I encourage you to get one because it is a great way to learn something new every day with us here at ABBA English. Okay, so at this time, I'd like you to keep writing your questions, and I will be checking them later on today. So I want to thank everyone who has participated. Let me tell you about our next topic. So in January, in the new year, our first class will be about 6 comedies for learning English. So we've talked about a lot of different movies and TV show recommendations. So this time we're going to focus specifically on comedies and how to learn humor in English. This is something that can be difficult, understanding humor. So we're going to look at some tips for how to do that in January. Okay, so I want to thank everyone who has watched our program today. I hope that this has been useful for you to talk about New Year's resolutions. I want to wish everyone good luck with your resolution. I want to wish you a very happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday, and I will see you next year. So take care. Bye-bye.